today. From CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. And the Seattle Seahawks taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you alongside Charles. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
At the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
On second and 9, Wilson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. On first down, it's Carson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On second down now, it's Carson. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Now Wilson on 3rd down. That's complete right around the 8.
Wilson's pass.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, on comes Stephen Hauschka to try and get the Seahawks 3. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
The score, Seahawks 3, 49ers nothing.
Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The former second-round pick back in 2014, Jimmy Garoppolo trotting into place, looking to guide this San Francisco 49er offense.
And when you review his performance last week and the game in total, I think that he understands and his team understands they were fortunate to get out there with a victory because he was a little tentative out there and didn't throw a touchdown pass. And if I'm this defense that he's facing in this one, I'm going to bring some pressure early and see if they can get to him. Maybe he's gotten it out of his system, and now he can be a little bit looser and play more to his potential.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 6. And the 49er
working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
on the play.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's out right at the 25.
And that's good for us.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
6 yards.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Winds up and lets it go. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
Garoppolo's pass.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Jamal Adams.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
Coleman has it here right side. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And out now come the Seahawks. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
At the 35-yard line.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Eric Armstead brought him down. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, Benjamin. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
They run it with Carson. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
From the 27, Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Here's Carson. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Wilson. And that is incomplete. Wilson. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 32-yard attempt.
Hauschka's kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 6, 49ers 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
They're the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
This is Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves him at 3rd and 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
First and 10. At their own 20.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
2-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Benjamin, the ball carrier.
These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. Being chased out left. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now it's Carson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
With the handoff to Chris.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Now Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
A loss on the
second goal. Last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10.
So let's glance at a player's spotlight now with Russell Wilson. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those too because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows, they're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC divisional round game. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's action. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. He's knocking on that door for a 100-yard gain.
And what receiver doesn't want to be part of the Century Club? Every receiver, when the game starts, wants to have 100 or more yards next to his name. It's a badge of honor, but it also shows that you're helping out your team.
And he has certainly been helping out his team so far. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. On third down, Carson, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
Brent, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
It just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
This throw complete, Wilson finding Lockett, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Wilson's pass.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To throw is Garoppolo. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. And it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
At the 23-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
That's good.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Gordon there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through. That's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
2nd and 11 at the 41. They run again with Carson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on it. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
A big loss. Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw, it's Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll drop this down to Coleman, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Mostert. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
33-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Open man here. Sims complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. Finds the open target, Arnold. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 2.
From the shotgun, Wilson over the middle, complete. It's Stevenson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
86.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Wilson.
K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down.
K'Wan Williams made the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 22, Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Wilson's pass.
7 yards to pick up there.
86. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Carson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, Wilson. Flushed out right. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
The 22-yard line.
first and 10. It's Wilson. Over the middle, it's complete. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Penny, a first down carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Penny. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
27-yard attempt.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Garoppolo's pass.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 43 yards. And the Niners are a point away from leading this game.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to be 49er football.
Jimmy Garoppolo sacked.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Mostert. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down, so you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
On 1st down, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. Wilson, a gain of 6 there on 1st. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
2-yard line.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevenson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
2nd and 8.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Wilson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Wilson operating from the gun. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.